Hi guys, part 4 of Hired Husband. Enjoy! Disclaimer: I do not own the haiku characters that are to be used in this story. Photos or covers were picked from Google. Credits to the owner.
It was already a month since Tobio and I got into this situation. Well, so far, everything was going smoothly. I never thought we would get along quite well. Sometimes, we had some silly arguments, but at the end of the day, we were still able to fix it. Wait, why do I sound like we're married? Well, we are married but, ugh, why are you so worked up? Aren't you tired of your photo shoot earlier? Kenma said as he entered the room. It's nothing. I was just thinking about something, I said. Thinking. Yeah, it's not like you. Show, he smiled at me, more like mocking. I'm offended, I said as I rolled my eyes. Anyway, there is already a date for the premiere. It will be at the end of the month, he said. Okay. Oh, also, the director for your next project called, and there will be changes in the schedule. So you may start shooting earlier than expected. But there is still no exact date for that, he added. I see. Just make sure it won't cause any conflict with other commitments that I have, I said. Of course. Regarding the premiere, will you ask Mr. Kageyama to accompany you? Kenma asked. I'm not sure if he wants. Just try to ask. Yeah, I know. I'm going home. Bye, I said. Bye. I left and headed towards the elevator to go to the parking when my phone rang. Hello, where are you? Tobio asked. I'm at Kenma's office. I'm about to go home, I said. I see. Did you already eat dinner? He asked. Not yet. Good. I'm in the area. I'll pick you up. Then let's grab dinner. Call your driver, he said. Okay. After we ended the call, I texted my driver that he could leave for the day. Then I took the elevator going to the ground floor. When I reached the entrance, Tobio was already waiting. Hey, let's go, he said, and I nodded. We head to a fancy restaurant. I looked around the restaurant. You like the ambiance? Tobio asked. It's relaxing but weird, I said. Weird. Yeah, there are no other customers here, I said as I roamed my eyes again around the vicinity. Oh, I rented the place, he said. I was surprised by what he said. I want this dinner something private. You know, this will be our first time having dinner outside, he explained. But, isn't it too much? You know, as I was about to say that it was just a contract marriage, the waiter came near to us, giving us the first dish. You deserve to be treated well. I looked at Tobio as he genuinely said those words. My heart starts to pound loudly in my chest. Stop it, you stupid heart. I scolded myself as I smiled at him. Let's eat. We enjoyed the full course, and we had different conversations we can give. While we are eating our dessert, Tobio pulled out a small velvet box. I switched, looking at the box and Tobio. Confused, he inhaled and opened the box. Here, it's for you. My eyes widened as I saw the content of the box. Is that? He then showed his ring finger to me and said, a wedding ring. It's a little bit late but I hope it is fine. I took the box and looked at the ring. But you don't have to. I have to, and besides, he said as he took out the ring, held my hand, and put the ring on my ring finger. You need something tangible aside from the certificate. You can't always bring it with you. I could feel a blush slowly spreading on my cheeks as I chuckled, you weird. I'm weird because of you, he said. Mr. Kageyama, stop with the flirting, I said. Oh, I'm not flirting. I just want to have an additional 5M in my account, he smirked. I came near the table and pulled Kageyama closer as I kissed him near his lips, then whispered, let me see you try. I sat again as I smirked. He was blushing, and I giggled. He turned crimson as he said, what are you laughing at? Your handsome face. Turning into crimson, I said as I continued to laugh. Shoo, shut up, dumbass, he stuttered. I can help but laugh at his reaction. He's a blushing mess and keeps mumbling. He is so cute. I internally cleared my throat. Forget I said that. When we settled down, are you free next week? He asked. I think so. My grandma invited us to have dinner, he said. Oh, I will officially introduce you to her. I looked at the ring that I was wearing. That's why we have the ring. He slightly nods. Sure thing. Which day next week? I asked. Saturday. Okay. I grabbed my phone and started texting Kenma. I'll inform Kenma to make sure to free my Saturday next week. Okay, thanks. No problem. After we ate, we head home. As I lay in my bed, I stared at the ring on my finger. Why would I expect something from this? I thought as I drifted to sleep. When I was woken in the morning, I was left alone in the house. I found a note on the dining table and read, I'm at the office. Something came up. I'll be back before dinner. Tobio. I was getting bored at the house since I didn't have any commitments aside from dinner. It wasn't past 5. I started to clean a little bit, since Aunt Amane already cleaned yesterday. I saw his office was slightly open. It won't be bad if I take a peek, right? I entered the room, looking around. Some books were quite interesting to read during the past time. Maybe I can ask him if I can borrow some books. As I came near his office table, I saw 2 picture frames. The first one is a boy with a beautiful smile. I'm not going to lie. He is good looking. The second picture is more like a selfie with the same boy and Tobio. I took the picture and stared at it. Tobio was staring at the boy with a genuine smile. More likely, his eyes say he loves him. What are you doing here? I was startled by Tobio's voice and almost dropped the picture frame. Tobio was immediately in front of me and took away the photo. He stared intently at me, waiting for my answer. I got bored, so I roamed around the house. I just got curious about what's inside your home office, that's all. I averted my gaze, ashamed because of my action. Well, not because of my action, but I don't want to see those eyes this time. I'll wait in the living room, I said as I went outside and waited in the living room. Maybe it's a bad idea to ask if I can borrow a book. Well, maybe it's a bad thing to look around the house. Why do I feel this way? Ready to go? Tobio asks, cutting my train of thought. Yeah, let's go, I said. They both go out and head to Grandma's house. Shoyo was absorbed in his thoughts that he didn't notice that Tobio was holding his hand until he squeezed it to gain his attention. Shoyo stared at their hands. Are you okay? Tobio asked. He hummed and nodded. When they reached the house, Tobio knocked on the door, and they were greeted by Aunt Amane. Hello, Tobio-kun, Shoyo-kun. Come in. Hi, Auntie, Shoyo greeted. In the distance, an older voice of a woman spoke. Amane, is that Tobio? Yes, Kageyama-san. Along with Shoyo-kun, Aunt Amane said. Shoyo. As the two entered the living room, an old lady showed up. She's wearing simple clothing, but you can easily determine she is the head of the house. Mama, Kageyama exclaimed as he let go of Shoyo's hand to hug the old lady. Shoyo was standing awkwardly while smiling as the two embraced. Would you mind introducing the person you brought tonight? Grandma asked. Oh, yeah, Mama. Meet my husband, Shoyo, Tobio said as he put his arm around Shoyo's waist. Husband, when did you get married? Grandma exclaimed. A month ago, Tobio nonchalantly said. And you didn't invite me? It's just a simple wedding. Grandma glared at his grandson. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Kageyama, Shoyo said, interrupting the two as he bowed. Oh, dear, drop the formalities, Grandma said as he hugged Shoyo. Just call me Mama. Okay, Mama, let's go to the dining room. When they entered the dining, they saw Tsukishima was already there. Tsukishima slightly waves at Shoyo, and the latter nods a little as a sign of acknowledgement. Grandma ushered them to the table. Sit down so we can start our dinner. We prepared some of your favorite dishes, Tobio. Thanks, Mama, Tobio said. They start eating. Shoyo was staring at the food in front of him. Almost all of the dishes have shrimp on them. How much does Tobio like shrimp? Thank goodness there's a salad. Shoyo took the salad and placed it on his plate. Is that the only thing you'll eat, Sho? Grandma asked. Yes. I'm on a diet, so this is enough. He smiled. But try some of this, Grandma said as she put a single shrimp on Shoyo's plate. Thanks. Tobio took the shrimp out of Shoyo's plate and said, Mama, Sho is allergic to shrimp. He looked at Hinata and said, I didn't expect them to cook everything with shrimp. Do you want me to ask for a different dish? No, this is fine, Shoyo said. You sure? So, there is no shrimp in your house, then? Tsukishima asked. Yes, is there something wrong? Nothing. I didn't imagine you could live without shrimp, he said. I already told him he can still have shrimp at home. I can prevent eating it, Shoyo said. But your nature of work, babe. If you lack sleep and are too slow to think. I just want to prevent an accident, he explained. What is your job, Sho? Grandma asked. I'm an actor and a model. Oh, you're in the same line of work with Kay. Yes, we've already met before. We've been paired on a photo shoot, Tsukishima said as Shoyo nods in agreement. I see. The dinner went well, and Tobio's grandma took a liking to Shoyo. Thank goodness, Mama likes him. As we entered the house, Shoyo remained silent. Sho, are you okay? You seem too quiet, I said. Oh, it's nothing. I looked at him and held his hands. It's nothing if you're absorbed with your thoughts. He kept quiet for a moment, thinking if he'll tell me what was wrong. I have a premiere to attend at the end of the month. Are you asking me to be your date? I asked. Yeah, but if you don't want to make all the people know, I'll go with you. It will be a perfect opportunity to introduce us as a couple, I said. Are you sure you want to make this public? He asked. It's our plan, after all. He exhaled as he nodded in agreement, okay.
To be continued. If you like this video, consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button. Bye!